Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. It is I, your host, Pop. And as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be looking at anime that has inspired video games or video games that have had anime shows made of them. And there's quite a few out there, so I hope you enjoy what I'm about to show you, as I have captured this game footage myself. And we can look into some shows, because to me that's the ultimate in being a fan, is you have a show you're watching, but you can also play a game of that show. And then you can also collect the books for that show. So that is the total media package trifecta, in my opinion, when I can have the interactivity of a video game with the watching it as a show and also reading the manga or art books, whatever it has to be for that particular degeneracy. Jake D? What do you mean degeneracy? There is no degeneracy here. Only good, wholesome anime watching. I'd just like to say to everybody, hello out there in YouTube land, also on Twitch and Rumble. Hopefully, you will see more of me on Rumble. But, as we so often do, let's check what has gone on in the news of the week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. Here we are. Date of today, Sunday, May 7th. Rascal does not dream of a sister venturing out. Anime films trailer previews theme song. Gamera Rebirth anime reveals visual for third Kaiju Zigra. I'm always up for some good kaiju film, that's for sure. Fate, Strange Fake Whispers of Dawn TV anime special has world premiere at Anime Expo on July 1st. Alright then. Going back to Saturday, doesn't look like there was a very heavy news day there. Under Ninja TV anime announces main cast. I wonder what that's about. I do like ninjas. Have a look and see. Stupid turtle. Jake D, you don't like Gamera? He's like a hero to the Japanese people. What do we got here? What I want to know is, what is the story about? Here we go. A high school loner is given the part-time job of a lifetime as a modern-day ninja tasked to perform international assassinations. After World War II, Allied Command in Japan developed a new agency to help manage terrorism and violence within the Pacific region. The agency was staffed with ninja, and they were initially tasked to handle domestic affairs. Eventually, that program grew to its current form, managing 20,000 ninja across a range of domestic and international affairs. One of those ninjas happens to be Kuro. The 17-year-old high school loser is now poised to be the next line of defense against a potential surge in foreign assassins invading Tokyo. Well, that sounds interesting. The series will debut in October. We gotta wait for a little bit. But looks like gonna be doing ninja things. Maybe not Naruto level of ninja, but maybe it will be a little more realistic. Jake, do you like Kunoichi? Of course. Who doesn't? Going back to Friday, Suzume anime film earns $10 million US at the box office. Wow. Seems people just can't get enough of the anime. That's good to know. As long as there's waifus. Yes. Yes. I feel if they made an anime and just called it waifu, that would probably be making more money than Suzume or the One Piece movie. Let's call it Waifu the Anime. Morning tea there. Next, Undead Girl Murder Farce anime casts Masaki Aizawa as John H. Watson. Oh, I do like myself some Sherlock Holmes. Let's see what this is all about. Aizawa joins Shinichiro Miki as Sherlock Holmes in anime debuting in July. You'll never understand how Hugh Hefner got rich. Yeah, it's a mystery. You'd think guys like sexy women or something like that. What's up with that? The anime will debut on Fuji TV's Ultra Block in July. Crunchyroll will stream the series worldwide, excluding Asia, as it airs in Japan. The story. I'm just going to skip a lot of this just to see what the story is about. The end of the 19th century. A vampire's wife is murdered, and the detective known as the Cage User is called in to solve the crime. But there's more to the detective and the curtained birdcage he carries. After all, when solving a case involving a monster, it might just take one to know one. Okay, so... Oh, and there's the cage. What is that? Is that a head in that cage? Sure looks like it. Huh. Well, that'll be something to check out. And good morning to you, DJ Ronnie G. Nice to see you. Going back to Thursday, Dropkick on My Devil also gets new TV anime spin-off in winter 2023. You can't even get mad on behalf of Turtles. They can do stupid stuff. Well, we were just talking about Gamera. Gamera and, I think what was it? Gamera reveals the visual for the third Kaiju Gamera Rebirth anime. Back to Thursday here. Final Fantasy 16 game banned in Saudi Arabia. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, ban a game. Gamera's in a class of his own, but he is an inspiration to my brats. The Quintessential Quintuplets anime special premieres on TV in summer, theaters on July 14th in Japan. Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari Season 2 TV anime promo video reveals previews and theme songs. Gundam The Witch from Mercury Season 2 airs recap episode on May the 14th. Always got to have those recap episodes. You can catch up with what's going on. Hey, and we got the video game rankings. We missed those last week because they didn't even have them. Let's have a look here. Number 1. On the Switch, Minecraft Legends. Followed by Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Mario Kart 8. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. Splatoon 3. Minecraft. Cuphead. Finally a Sony game, PS4, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Nintendo Switch Sports after that. Then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Akiba's Trip 2 Director's Cut. Mario Party Superstars. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Resident Evil 4 Remake for the PS5. After that, Ring Fit Adventure. Then Animal Crossing. And then Momotaro Densetsu. And finally, Sekai no Asobi Taisen 51. So there you go. The Switch dominating again. There's only 2 PlayStation, one PlayStation 4 and one PlayStation 5 on the list. Your copy of Mega Man Battle Network isn't shipping until end of May. You gotta wait till the end of May? That's absurd. Good, punish Sony and Microsoft. Yes. I think a good punishment is in order. They can't smarten up. They deserve it. Oh, we'll have a look at the TV ranking as well. I believe we missed that last year too because they didn't have it up. Sazi-san is up there. Number 1, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsmith Village Arc, Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, followed by Mix Season 2, One Piece, right in the middle of the pack, Doraemon, Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure, Animated Osaru no George, or Curious George, and Oshiri Tantai. So there we go. Not too shabby. Whole Battle Network. Yeah, isn't that something? I remember playing Mega Man Battle Network. It was good. And Pokemon Trading Card Game Online app ends service on June the 5th. Pokemon Trading Card Live launches on June 8th. Okay. So they're ending one and starting another. I always warned you guys about those games on your phone. And morning, Punk Waddle. Good to see you. Moving along. Magical Girl, Magical Destroyers anime reveals 2 more cast members. Oh, here we go. Super Mario Brothers movie opens at number 1 in Japan. Knights of the Zodiac at number 8. Okay, so they have released Knights of the Zodiac then. Let's have a look here. Super Mario Brothers movie ranked number 1 Japanese box office in its opening weekend. The film sold 1.276 million tickets and earned 1.843 billion yen, about 13.5 million US dollars in 3 days. The film has earned an estimated $1 billion worldwide, the first film this year to top 1 billion and only the 5th film to reach the milestone since the start of the pandemic. According to Deadline, it is the 10th animated film to earn 1 billion worldwide and thus is the 10th highest grossing animated film worldwide. It's also the biggest animated film worldwide since 2019 and the 4th biggest film in general worldwide since 2019. The film opened in the US and in over 60 markets worldwide on April the 5th. It earned $31 million in its opening day in the US and $204 million in its first 5 days in the US. The film opened on a Wednesday and thus had a 5-day opening frame. Deadline puts the movie's estimated $377 million opening worldwide as the highest earning all-time worldwide opening for an animated film, beating Frozen 2. Frozen 2 opened over a 3-day time frame, as opposed to the Super Mario Bros. Movie's 5-day frame. The film also has the biggest all-time opening for a video game film adaptation. The biggest domestic and worldwide openings of 2023 so far, and the second biggest of all time domestic opening for an animated film. The film is now number 1 film in 2023 in 31 international markets, including Australia, Germany, Italy, Mexico, the Netherlands, Spain, and the UK and Ireland. It is also the top studio animation or family title since 2019 in France, Italy, Mexico, Central America, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, Peru, and Bolivia. And it goes on to tell you who's directing it and who's doing the voices and all that, but we all know that already. So yes, it's nice to see someone other than Disney is doing well putting out a video game film. Good suffer Disney? Yeah, but my fear is that Disney's going to go, hey, that video game movie made $1 billion. We should put out video game movies. And then we're going to get a glut. So it's going to go from superheroes to video game movies. If they are really into making billions of dollars by looking at this, looking at the film. So I'm a little bit concerned. We could get a glut of pretty ugly looking video game movies. Golden Week is almost over. That means your Gunpla should be able to ship soon. Hey, all right. Get some Punk Waddle Gunpla video, I'm sure. There was something about Saint Seiya as well. Knights of the Zodiac live-action film of Masami Kuromada's Saint Seiya manga ranked at number 8. The opening weekend. The film has so far opened in Japan, where it is titled Saint Seiya, the beginning, of course. Mexico, Brazil, Latin America, Kenya, and Romania. The film will be screening in the U.S. on May the 12th. That is the same day they release Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think many people are going to be going to watch Saint Seiya if the Tears of the Kingdom is being released. Pop singer Pink performs the film's theme song, Courage. I don't think I haven't heard Pink in like a long time. Kind of disappeared. As long as it's updated for modern audience, you bite your tongue, Jake D. Like the way women are objectified in anime and video games, that just won't fly with me. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Overtake. Original Motorsports Anime's latest video reveals more staff. October debut. So another Motorsports anime. Let's see what the, how do they describe? What's the story about? The anime will center on the motorsport Formula 4. Freelance photographer Koya Madoka finds himself in a slump for a certain reason. He goes to Fuji International Speedway to work on a story, and he meets the high school F4 racer Haruka Asahina. He suddenly finds his heart racing after not feeling much for a long time. With that, he starts supporting Haruka and the Komaki Motors youth team to help Haruka achieve his dreams. Aha. We'll see how that goes. For those of us that love motorsports. Going back to Tuesday, The Weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Anime's video reveals cast staff. Next, North American anime manga releases. Disgaea 7, Vows of the Virtueless game streams a new character trailer. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts anime reveals English dub cast premiere. Undead Girl murder farce anime cast Shinichiro Miki as Sherlock Holmes. Ah, yes. Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy Season 2 cast Shomaru Zoza Sayu Fujiwara. And next, going back to Monday, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom games teasers preview rocket. Netflix adds Demon Slayer Entertainment District Arc anime. For those of you that have Netflix, I do not. G-Kids distributes the first slam dunk anime film in North America. Card Fight Vanguard Will plus Dress Season 2 anime's English dub premieres, reveals cast. Masamune-kun's Revenge R season rescheduled to July 3rd after coup delay. Ikimono-san TV anime's teaser previews voices without revealing cast. Oh, okay. You watch some of the Bastard, isn't there an older version than what's on Netflix? You know, I always thought there was. We can just take a little bit of a detour here. See if we can't find that. What do we got here? Yes, Punkwaddle from 1992. The first, or Bastard. It's an OVA. So there we go. There is others. Okay, this is the one that they're probably doing. Or no, it's an ONA, Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy. Bastard, Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy, Hell's. Oh, it won't show the rest of it. So yeah. You know there was an 80% sale on Steam due to this Golden Week? Wow, 80%. That's really good. Yeah, that's it for Bastard, though, it looks like. You're going to remote into your home PC now and see what's good on the sale. Look at you, DJ Ronnie G, being all high-tech hacker. Fan service. They have Golden Week every year. Yes, they do. The Japanese celebrate Golden Week every year. What's this item here? Kodansha reveals 100-note detective project with anime manga events. Yeah, he's got the cyber skills. This is, we're back to last Sunday now. And I don't think... Nothing new that I haven't reported about already. It's like a very short news of the week this time around, because not a lot of stories. They block Steam at work, so that's why. Oh! What, they don't want people playing games at work? What's the matter with them? Helps you relax, get more work done. Yeah, waifus, talk more with Gator. Okay then. Well, we're all finished up. News of the week, everybody. Time to move along to the main part of the show, which was in the title. We're going to look at games that have been turned into anime, or anime that have been turned into games. So let's see here. This. So, first off, you're finding a bunch of H on Steam when you look up Golden Week. Yeah, I don't know if you want to look up anything golden, but let's see. Okay, to start off with, I've got to make sure we're on the right one here. So, my first one is Bayonetta. So, Bayonetta came out on the PS3 in October of 2009. And I believe I captured some game footage. かつてヨーロッパの辺境の game too loud? I'll bring it down a bit. How's that? You get your lessons here on how to play the game. Oh, you're inspired to watch the movie after the last week? You talked about it? Hey, right on. Hey, I got somebody to watch something. That's awesome. And I'm really quiet now? I don't want to be quiet. I want to be a little noisy. How's this? Better? At a glance, we have Conquer and Breed the Demon, H cut and nut, knocking up my nymph neighbors, and it has passed the succubus. Yikes, that's a lot of H titles, it sounds like. Like I'm muffled? I'll try to get a little bit closer to the mic here. I might have to adjust my gate. Maybe that's what it is. The last one is this first one you clicked on. Oh, wait, it's not. Oh, it's all good? Good. Good, Jake D. That's what I like to hear. The only H game I have switched turned out to be a softcore puzzle. There, okay. Alright. But yeah, what a good game. Like, you can just... It reminds me of Devil May Cry. Of course, it was made by the same studio, so they know how to do excellent, hack and slash games. Platinum does very good. Oh, then we have more angels coming. Yeah, I played this for a little bit yesterday, once I was getting into it. It won't look as good because the PlayStation doesn't let you capture high definition signal. They have that, what's it called, HDCP or something, high definition copy protection. So I had to do it off of a composite signal, which was like I say, it shows up it's not as good, but I'll try to find a workaround for that, because that's just ridiculous. It's like all I want to do is just capture some game footage just to show you guys. You're still waiting for Sonic to show up and want all his rings back? They mention Eggman actually if you play the game here, so I think they're referring to the guy from Sonic, Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik as he's known in the West. I tried some G Fool with a picture of Sonic on the can the other day. Sort of okay, but meh. Be honest with you, I consider all those drinks poison. I don't drink them myself. It seems to be a lot of unnatural things going into your body, all the chemicals that are in there. So I don't do energy drinks either. They're not good. Yeah, Punkwell, you don't do energy drinks. Coffee though, you do coffee? There you go. I do tea. My wife does coffee. It's probably not as bad. Praise coffee, JP. Yeah, same as you. Did you energy? You drink coffee as well? Used to be big on energy drinks until I discovered a really odd side effect of certain brands. JP. We're Americans. All we do is put unnatural stuff in our bodies. So these cutscenes are pretty good. And if you watch the anime, you'll see the same kind of scene, except in this one it was Bayonetta landing on Enzo's car.
Haven't you figured it out yet? There's no quarter for you in this world.
you've worked on too many sites where they've banned energy drinks because of how people use them to wake up after drink and get so dehydrated and then cause that. Oh, wow! I've never heard of that before, but it's good they did it if that's what's happening. I mean, I can't. I working on a site like I do, and if someone's impaired, it's like, you know what, go home or get out of here. Like, don't come to work impaired. Don't come there if you're going to endanger other people's lives, because where I'm at, it'll lead to death. Any chemical plant is quite dangerous if you have people that are impaired, and I'm not into that. So as you can see, the gameplay is pretty darn good. If you guys haven't played it, they are all out for the Switch. The Switch has Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3. And they're very enjoyable. Excellent games to play. And it took a while, but in 2013, they came out with this. This is the Bayonetta Bloody Fate movie. And it does pretty much the same thing as the game. It tells a lot of the same story, and it looks excellent. Visually appealing. Lots of action. And I know I went over this last week or the week before for my underappreciated anime, but I just can't get enough of this. Like, this is great. What a good show. And a game. And there's a couple of art books as well. I believe they're called The Eyes of Bayonetta, and you can pick those up. So you have the trifecta of media for this one. You have a game, you have an anime, and you have an art book. When you'd work at processing plants and compressor stations, oh yeah. Say that's all right. A little bit off topic though. Were those gas compressor stations? Like, were you guys compressing natural gas, or were you just was it just to supply instrument air? Just curious, Punkwell. Oh, and you watched it, and it's good. Hey, it's got the penguin seal of approval for all you anime fans. We should make something up like that, like the Punkwell seal of approval. Gets 2 flippers up. Alright, well that's Bayonetta. Which, like I say, it's it's an awesome show, game. Lots of action. Yeah, natural gas, EPA compliance. Okay. I kind of figured if you were talking about compressor stations. And then Rodan is cool. Rodan, yeah, he's badass. You don't take no guff. Just grabs that angel by the neck. He's just playing the piano. He wasn't even fighting these guys. They come to him. Anyways, let's move along now. We have our new Oscars, the Waddles. Good idea. I bet you we get more viewers than the Oscars do. And how about that writer's strike? Are we worried? We're not worried. My watching of regular television is almost zero, so whatever. Those guys can strike all they want. Hopefully people will come to YouTube to watch stuff like me and you guys. All right, next up on the list. Here it comes. Is this the show? Yes, it is. Okay. So, gotta find the right spot here. There we go. Can you guess what it is yet? Can you guess what it is? It's Soul Eater. Soul Eater came out in 2008. And it is one of my favorite ones. It's got that distinct style on its own that if you watch it, you're like, yeah, this is Soul Eater. You know, without even anybody telling you. And it's got a good story. I'm currently reading the manga that they're re-releasing in hardcover because I like my hardcover books. And here you have this is episode 1, as Jack the Ripper is trying to take down his victim. And there is Maka and Soul who have to fix him, or stop him from doing what he's doing, but they're going to fix him up here. And they do quite the pretty cool battle. Tsubaki. Jake D likes Tsubaki. There you go. Don't think Black Star deserves her, though. There you go. They have defeated Jack the Ripper, and he's going to eat his soul. They want one more soul, and then Soul Eater can become a Death Scythe. And they're talking to Shinigami-sama. And there's his Death Scythe, which is her dad. You guys must know about Soul Eater. But anyways, so this show spawned a couple of games, but the game I was able to find and play was for the PSP. Now the PSP it's a nice little machine, pretty powerful. It plays. It has a good library of games. It's too bad that it didn't get the support it needed. It needed more support. There you go. So this is a fighter, and you have your teams you can pick. And, you know, some's in English, some is in Japanese. It never got brought over to the West, unfortunately. So it's Maka and Soul versus Tsubaki and Black Star. And we'll just watch. Look, I played the first round. It's a little bit tough. I don't have a proper controller. I gotta play by the keyboard. So, and then trying to remember what all the buttons do. He's got some good moves. It's try to build up my resonance there each time, because when I get it up to full power, then you can unleash a pretty cool attack. So we'll see what happens here. There we go. It seems like fighting games are the easiest way for them to get out, to get a game out, rather than doing like an RPG or something like that. Here it comes, though. There you go. Won that round. A bit of button mashing and such, but I eventually did it. So, oh, we're not going to go here yet. So yeah. Like I say, it's not too bad. It was made for PSP, so the screen is a bit smaller, so it looks a little bit jaggy at this resolution. But very smooth animation. I would have liked to have wish they brought it over to the West here. There is a Wii game. I wasn't able to find that. And I thought there was another one, maybe one for PS2. So it's a shame that they didn't update those and bring them to the modern consoles. Like, why not? It wouldn't be that hard. Your state recently banned gas stoves on new homes starting in 2026. Gas stoves? Oh, right. Right, that whole thing. You had to get more coffee? Game we're on? We are on Soul Eater for the PSP, but there's also one for the Wii and I think the PS2. Yeah, what's up with that? Natural gas stoves are good. I just don't get this, like, falling over, trying to please everybody when they bring up, like, oh yeah, oh well, those are bad, and then they pass some dumb law. It gets frustrating. Yeah. So yes, this is Soul Eater. It's not bad for a fighting game. You like fighting games as arcades, but not on home consoles? It's a little tougher. If you gotta have like the nice control stick and the button layout. But I like it for shows that at least are able to be brought over to games. Like they took the anime Soul Eater and put it in as a game. This would never happen in Whoopstotska. That's good, Jake D. At the very least, natural gas stoves work when there's no electricity. Igniting the oven may be tricky, but stove pilots are easy. Yes. Yeah, once they're lit, they're usually always on. And you just see the finishing move here with Maka and Soul. Once you get your soul resonance up high enough. Here we go. It's time for the Witch Hunter. Boom, take down Black Star. And there we go. They know they need the natural gas to use to charge all the batteries. Yes. What do you think runs the electric plants? Where there's places to have water and all that, they could use hydroelectricity, but it's mostly coal-fired or natural gas-fired plants to create the electricity everyone is claiming that is so clean. Natural gas is a cleaner energy source, and as long as it's maintained, it's fairly safe. All right. Yes, where I was at before, they were trying to use the captured gases off of the rotting garbage. So they were using organic gases to put into the generators, run the engines to turn the generator. So that's what they were doing. And once it was exhausted, you just take it, let it decompose, and fill it with new stuff to capture more gas. What do we got here? This is particularly didn't occur to me, but it could be, you could buy that notion. And remember, nuclear power is a no-no. Nuclear power is a no-no, but only because of what you have left as far as, what do you call it? Like the residue, all the residue that's left over, the toxic waste. The only real hazard with natural gas, if you leave it on without ignition, or even if you leave it on while ignited, carbon monoxide buildup. Yes, carbon monoxide. Yeah, punk, well, landfill gas. Hey, good morning, Blaine. How you doing? You have awoken. So we've gone through 2 animes and 2 video games that are, one was made from the other. First one being Bayonetta that I showed, and the second one being Soul Eater. You got to clean it up a little, but recycled gas works. There you go. You should capitalize the first letter of Blaine. Of course. It's a proper name. The last one, and one of my favorite ones, I always, whenever people talk about real-time strategies and such, I always point them to this one because I don't think it gets enough attention. But it also came out in April of 2008. Now this one is, let's see if I can, there we go. Come on now. This is one of the better games I like to play. Everything okay? Are we back again? Are we back? Are we back? I mean, gee. Having that kind of a trouble with Restream. That's annoying. We doing okay? Everything's streaming proper? Yeah. Just short lag. Okay, good. Anyways, this game, Valkyria Chronicles. It's done in a watercolor painting style, like you could see. But they did such a good job on all the cutscenes and the story and the animation. And it's right up my alley because it deals with like a fictional world in the 1930s. A Hanford site is a lesson from the early days of American nuclear research. It is assuming waste is stored securely. Assuming, yes. And just so you know, there's waifus here, Jake D. This is another Godzillionaire favorite. That's good to know. Haven't seen him around in a while. Wonder how everybody's favorite kaiju is doing. Your biggest concern is containment vessel water. Yes. As you learned from Fukushima, don't build it near the edge of the ocean either, because if something happens, it just leaches into the ocean and kills everything. When the inner vessel water gets saturated with neutrons, it starts to impede fission. Okay. Sold. Where do you buy? they actually released it for, I believe the Switch has number 1 on it and number 4. So you can get it that way. Number 2 and 3 were only released for the PS3. And number 3 was never brought out of Japan. So you can get numbers 1, 2, and 4. But number 2 is for PSP. Girls und Banza? Well, not quite Girls and Banza, but that would be another choice for anime that's been turned into games. Games that have been turned into anime. Depends on the definition of efficient. If it's a lot more cost-effective, efficient for you as a consumer, yes. So they gotta flush the inner dirty water. A lot of nuclear proponents will gloss over this and focus on the cooling water, which involves heat exchanger. Okay?
And its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities
So
began.
yes, they give you a lot of story for this game. And this game is called Valkyria Chronicles. I'm gonna stop watching your show. My wallet can't take it. Hey! You don't have to buy everything I show you. I'm not forcing you. Hanford is basically Springfield Power Plant, The Simpsons. River diverts in, cooling water diverts back out. Three-eyed fish swimming in the river, probably. That's a reasonable distinction regarding efficiency, yeah. You can see that financially, yes. Environmentally, probably not, especially if we account for battery life cycle. Buddy who was a nuke in the Navy said he walked out because of the way they were flushing all the water. Ooh. Valkyria 4 is $50. Okay. Yeah, it is, shouldn't be that unreasonable. But it's pretty neat. You have this book, and it has little chapters to it, and you can play along. How do you spell that? Valkyria Chronicles? VALKYRIA CHRONICLES. You learned something new about the Hanford site today and got some reading to do during your workday. There you go, DJ Ronnie G. So if you watch this, all these cutscenes are done very well. It's got a solid story.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much.
So you kept hearing a soft B? I must enunciate a little more. Work on my elocution.
Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading
That's our main character.
How's the water?
He's more of like a botanist or someone who records things about nature. But he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's waifu number 1, Jake D.
Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
Primarily hear about such things, flushing water through anecdotes, but I'll take anything to add to your list of mental notes.
We're with the Brewtown Watch.
There's those three-eyed fish, yeah. It's cheaper on PlayStation. You can get 1 and 4 for about $50. There you go, Punk Waddle with the deals.
This book is
Yeah, number 1, number 4.
I was just sketching the fish and,
Yes. Oh, I know.
I think for the PSP, I think number 2 is pretty pricey.
All right then.
And number 3, I didn't get it because I couldn't understand it. It's all in Japanese. And good morning to Comrade Woopa Troopa. Good morning, comrade leader. Also, nice fish, yes. And you have no PlayStation, JP? That's okay.
Flowers?
Should be able to find it on.
You're not bad with a pen.
I even saw it for PlayStation 4
They're really very
and Switch.
So you see,
I don't know about Xbox. I've never been much of a Microsoft fan,
This
so,
could be some kind of secret code.
you know.
And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Not sure if PlayStation 3 game will work on the PS5.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara.
Nope. Number 3 is on PSP as well.
What have you gotten yourself
The
into
portable,
now, Welks?
PlayStation Portable.
Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara.
Mecha General reporting in. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. I'm
Is
aware
this
of that.
last
My
single?
brother said that we moved to the capital, but that may be difficult.
The other part of the anecdote is that it would have been decades ago when it was active, so now it's a super fund. Huh. Waifu 2. Good thing we had Jake D keeping track here.
But I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the
So there is a lot of lead up, a lot of story, but it really pulls you in.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
And did I mention that there is a beach episode?
That's why he's studying it.
Because every anime has to have a beach episode, but they decided to even put it in the game. So there's a beach episode in the game.
Somebody might be watching me.
That really must make you want to get it now.
Everyone keep your heads down.
4 is available on Xbox One. There you go. Super fun sites, new things. Is there a body pillow? You know what? I haven't looked into that. The beach episode? You say? Of course.
You can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
The only beach episode in a game you can think of is Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. Okay, well this one has it too.
I'm with you.
And if you get number 4, I think they even have a Hot Springs episode. So there you go. Lots to look forward to. Like Code Fairy runs like episodes of an anime. Yeah, I don't know. I've never played anything like this before or after. So this is,
Okay, here's the plan.
to me, this is an excellent game. It's so well done. And the gameplay, it's like real-time strategy, third-person shooter mixed up.
Let's get started. Just
Hold out to the next paycheck. I can hold out to here. Be strong, Jake D. You that or look for some overtime. But yes, this is obviously the very first one. It's going to teach you how to play the game. Must study IT. Need more money. Yeah, I hope you're doing well in that. You got a bit more to go, I think.
explain.
Keep studying, pass those exams, then get yourself an excellent job in IT. Alright, here we go. This is moving it around. You can pick who you like.
Ready to go.
Because these guys are scouts, they have a long range they can move. Whereas if you're a machine gunner or a anti-tank guy, you get shorter travel. You even get vehicles you can climb into and use those. So there you go. It'll tell you all about attacking and such. You'll fight a war for her. I will fight a war for you. Oh. It's always good to take cover. Always gotta hide behind barricades and such. All right. So you end your action, then you go to your next person. And we'll grab Alicia. And in this game, you even get to operate a tank. So, eventually, get some vehicles to use. Alright, so that's the game. The game came out in 2008. And then 1 year later, the anime came out. And it came out as, it's got 26 episodes. And it follows pretty much the game. There are a few changes they made in the game compared to the anime. But as you can see, everyone's evacuating just like at the beginning of the game. Is there a beach episode? You know what? I think there might be. Still, they do the little watercolor style, like they did in the game. And so they are evacuating like we saw in the game. So there's a spy they're going to go look after. He's drawing fish. Just like in the game. Obviously, she doesn't believe him, but they're going to take him and lock him up. Also, these guys look a lot younger than the guards that were in the game. The Normandy Beach episode? I don't know. There is some pretty brutal, obviously, fighting a war. You're going to have some brutal scenes. So yes. It takes a little longer for them to get things on. Obviously, in the game, you want things to go a little quicker so that the player is playing the game a lot quicker. Whereas the anime takes its time a bit. It's not a Whoop Stutzket style beach episode. So yeah, it takes a while for him to get to the point. The studio? Let me see. Should be able to find it pretty quick here. It is done by Studio A1 Pictures. Not one you hear a lot about. But I think they did a good job. Eventually, I think they will catch up with what's happening in the game. Because remember in the game that she hands Welkin a gun and they go and take out the scouting party. He wants to get to his house anyway, to see his sister. Waifu 3. Jake D, keeping count. Yeah, A1 has a few on Netflix, and you really do like a bit of their stuff. And they do have a few well-known. You recognize the art style. Excellent. That's awesome, Punk Waddle. So yeah, I will always recommend Valkyria Chronicles to anybody who wants to play a real-time strategy game, or watch an anime about it, or they have a lot of art books as well. So once again, this one ticks all the boxes in the trifecta of media for me. You have your video game, you have your anime to watch, and you have your art books or manga. Oh, she still doesn't believe them. Until the army attacks. Do they know? Yes, they do, Jake D. A1 did Sword Art Online, 7 Deadly Sins, Fate. Oh, nice. Okay, they finally resolved that where she's not trying to hold them prisoner anymore. They got better things to do, like get away from this army that's invading. But they have a plan. Here, we're gonna get away in a tank. Because apparently in this world, you can keep your tank from when you used it in the earlier war. So his dad kept the tank from way back when. And that's the end of the episode. Stay tuned for episode 2, chapter 2. I will fight for the sake of my comrades and my hometown. Taking home a piece from a dead Nazi. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep my tank, and that's good. I'll just keep in my garage, just in case, you know. Something for the kids to play on. And that, everyone, is that. The 3 shows today that you can find in anime form, video game form, and in book form were Bayonetta, Soul Eater, and Valkyria Chronicles. I mean, I know the Soul Eater games, it's a fighting game, and you have to play it on PSP, so it might not be readily available, but I'm sure you can find other ways to do it. Also, Fairy Tail. Oh, yeah. Fairy Tail is a very popular. Like the stream, sub it up, set your alarms and coffee maker. Thanks, Blaine. Appreciate that. And I do appreciate everyone coming out because, you know, it's fairly early for a lot of you, and, you know, you could have other ways to spend your mornings, but mornings with Pop, I appreciate that. Oh, and hey, Alex Moore, you caught the end of the stream. Someone's going to have to do some rewatching. DJ Ronnie G, PSP probably emulates well in many cases. I would say it does. That's where I captured the footage from. And you're a captive audience. You work from 7 to Sunday. Oh, 12 hours on Sundays? Oh. I know your pain, though. I used to work those as well. I used to work 4 12-hour days. And then I would alternate. 4 of them were day shift, and then 4 of them were night shift. And man, I'm glad I got away from that. Just working straight days, 8-hour days, 5 days a week, way better than the 12-hour ones. But yeah, I would just like to take time now to thank everyone that came by. Obviously, Jake D, DJ Ronnie G, Punk Waddle, always good to see you. I know there's other guys that showed up. I saw them. Blaine, of course. Always good to have you come by. And Alex Moore at the end. Sucks you kind of missed it. Whoopa Troopa, of course. Always nice to see Comrade Leader in the chat. Anybody else that was lurking, I appreciate you hanging out, even on the Twitch side or even Rumble. You know, gotta represent on Rumble. Currently on yeah, that's rough. Yeah. You got a mixed day-night schedule. Currently on a 3-day, which you're fine with. You're actually very happy with a 4-day weekend. Yeah, that'd be nice. Wayne, you like 410s fixed? 3-day weekend yes. Monday to Thursday, boom. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go. You got your time off. I mean, a long weekend every weekend. You would happy tolerate that as well. Yes, 410s are nice. Oh, you forgot about Rumble, Blaine. Yeah. Easy to forget about. I'm just hoping that the Restream does better integration with Rumble soon. Hopefully they can. They have a bunch of other places you can stream onto. Yeah, DJ Ron G, you started dual streaming to Rumble and YouTube? Why not? Why not? Get yourself out there. Rumble is not as crowded, I don't think, so hopefully the audience will be there. So if you can, please hit the like button and, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Tell your friends about me. Let them know that, on the weekends they can catch early morning gaming on Saturday and early morning anime on Sunday. And Trades Talk on Tuesday. I am working at that. Trying to get another guest on. I'll have to wait till I think it was June for a heavy equipment technician. I'm sure you guys will be hyped up for that. I know I am. The biggest issue with this is chat integration. Yes. Yep. Right now I have to have a separate Rumble chat up on the screen, as well as Restream up. But you're relatively casual. Yeah, and that's fine. It's not your bread and butter. You're not trying to make a living out of it, or maybe you are. There's other channels out there as well to visit. People I've watched and talked to, like Pacific 414 and Blaine's Escape Corner, Ronan66, DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy, the Nerdporial Lifeform, and Angry Canadian. Hopefully we wish him a speedy recovery from his surgery. Hopefully he'll be back in the fold soon, doing his thing. Whoopa, who appears on Dadman Walking, and they talk sports. And then there's Punkwaddle, who appears on Floral from Under a Rock. And he has his own channel. You can tune into that. I'm out there on Discord. It's called The Shop. Because, hey, that's where the tradesmen hang out. Twitter, I try not to get too involved with. A little bit of advertising, a little bit of liking here and there, but I don't want to get into like Twitter wars with anybody. I don't need that. Coming up, Trades Talk Tuesday. Obviously, I try to show some more projects I've been a part of and some of the neat things I've encountered, and hearing about how you too can join the skilled trades and what it's involved. And don't forget, you can also pass that along to the younger generation and let them know that the trades are a viable career option. Especially if you want to have security, job security, and, learn a skill for life. And the pay is okay too. On Wednesday I am planning my birthday stream. Just for people to come on in, have a chill stream, relax, and just shoot the breeze for a while, however long we feel. So that's tentatively for Wednesday the 10th. And I'm hoping you guys can make it. I'll try to shoot for 6 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. And 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. After that, Saturday gaming stream. I've started, as some of you may know, The Hobbit for the GBA. Working my way through, I think I made it up to Rivendell. It's good. It's all right that made it that far. So hopefully keep on plugging away and seeing how far we can get in that. For the time being, you just put both chats side by side on your third monitor. Well, that's it. I'm missing a third monitor. The only birthday that matters this month already passed. My birthday came after Punkwaddle, so it has been overshadowed. Yeah, I know him and I discussed that. We're about 2 days away from each other. He was on the 3rd and I was on the 5th. But that's okay. You gotta see the replay on that Hobbit stream? You're curious to see what it looks like. Yes, feel free, DJ Ronnie G. Have a peek in on that and see what you think. It is blown up a bit, so it is gonna look a bit jaggy. Yeah, but it's by Sierra, and I've played quite a few games from Sierra back on the days of the PC, like King's Quest and such. And I always thought Sierra did a good job. We didn't party like it was your birthday. We party for pop. Hey, I appreciate that, buddy. It'll be a good old time. Once again, after the game stream on Saturday will be Sunday, and that's Mother's Day, by the way, you guys. Don't forget, Mother's Day. I'm still going to do my stream because I'll let my mom sleep in. She deserves a nice rest. And then I'll probably take her out somewhere to have a good meal. Yeah, I'll be a good son. Take her out. You down for an excuse to party some more? You like the party? Mother's Day? They have a holiday for Mother? From Alien? Well, I'm just following what the calendar says. Calendar says Sunday is Mother's Day. And there we go. That is the lineup for next week, everybody. I hope you guys have a great time. I am very grateful you all showed up today. I just like doing this kind of theme where I can correlate anime shows with video games. Even my mom thinks my stream is early. This is true. But that's okay. Yeah, once again, thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. It's a fun time. And the next anime stream, I'm going to have 3 more choices of video games that are turned into anime or anime that are turned into video games. And I hope you can stop by and see what they will be. And have some of your own suggestions as well, because I know I won't be able to find everything out there. And I'm interested on hearing what yours are as well. So until next time, everyone, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.